Okay, here we go. We're going to make some stuffed peppers. It's a very simple recipe, very easy, nothing to it. All right, in the bowl there I have 2 pounds of ground beef. To that ground beef I'm going to add 1 medium onion chopped very small. Well, small to medium onion. It was more on the small side, but all right, anyway, add that to it. Now here's the rice. Now what I do with the rice is I boil it on the stove until it's about 3/4 of the way done. You don't even have to measure the water. Just make sure you have enough water to cook the rice. All right, that's about 10 minutes. And then strain the water off, as I'm doing here, and also let the rice cool. It doesn't have to be ice cold, but it can't be very hot when you put it in. Otherwise, you're going to start cooking the beef. All right, there you go. Add your rice. I don't even know how much that was. It was, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a cup, maybe half. Yeah, it was probably between a half and 3/4 of a cup. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can't have too much rice, you know. All right, now to that, I'm going to add some Worcester. It looks like about 2 tablespoons of Worcester. I'm going to add breadcrumbs, probably 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Then I'm going to add garlic, salt, and pepper. Oh, and 2 eggs. Let me give you a little trick on the eggs. If you break the eggs on the side of the bowl, you might get shells inside the bowl, because when you break it on something sharp, it tends to break little pieces off the shell. If you break the shell on a flat surface, like I just did, the chances are less that you're going to have eggshells in your stuff. All right, anyway, there goes the pepper, garlic, and here comes the salt, I think. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. There's the salt. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of milk. You can use heavy cream. Heavy cream is recommended, but I'm too damn fat anyway, so I'm just using regular milk. All right, there we go. Okay, I would say that was, what, half a cup of milk? We used to use 4 cups of heavy cream per 10 pounds. So if you do the math, you've got, yeah, that's about right on the milk. Whatever I just put in there, that's about right. Okay, anyway, now I'm going to mix it. You don't want to overmix it. You just want to mix it enough. You know, if you overmix it, you're going to break the rice particles. Everything's going to get all crappy. It's just not good to overmix it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to mix it a little bit, and then I'm going to have to add more breadcrumbs. It feels a little bit too wet. When I check it here, it feels a little bit too wet. See, you know, that's the whole thing about being a cook or a chef, is you have to know, you know, you can follow a recipe, but you still have to know, you know, what you're doing, and experience. That's where experience comes in. All right, look, I'm adding, I would say, I don't know, that was close to a half a cup of breadcrumbs more. Mix it for a couple more seconds and you're done. That's it. You feel it and it feels good. It's not too wet. Okay, and that's it. All right. Now, the green peppers, what I do is I slice them long ways, as you can see. I don't slice them in half, because if you slice them in half, you're just going to end up with 4 green peppers, 4 stuffed peppers. This way I get 8 peppers out of it. You know, if you slice them long ways like that, you get 8 instead of 4. I like doing them long ways. See, here, I'm showing you here. Okay, there. Now you slice them long ways, there you go. Now you got 2 out of 1 instead of just 1. Yeah, it works. All right, so now I'm going to break out the seeds and the meat, you know, the parts of the pepper, you know, the inside parts. So we want to get as much meat in as possible. There you go. All right. I hurried up and did this. Okay, now just stuff them. You know, have a little mound. There you go. Now look, you want to cook these in a pan that you're able to put sauce in them until it almost covers them. Now, I'm using tomato juice. You can use any kind of tomato product you want. Last time I made the stuffed cabbage, I used V8, I think. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever you use, the ground beef and the peppers, it's going to flavor it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you use V8 or just plain tomato juice, or if you want to make some kind of tomato sauce, go right ahead. But that's all I'm using is regular tomato juice. See, I like to taste the food. In other words, I want to taste the beef. I want to taste the pepper. You know, I don't overpower anything, any one dish. I don't overpower it with one spice or one herb, or, you know, I like to taste the food, you know. That's like when you make a sandwich. If you make a sandwich, a turkey sandwich that's 4 inches thick, you can't taste the bread. You know, all you taste is the meat. Well, I don't like that. All right, so anyway, here goes the tomato juice. Now look, you can put ketchup on top of these and then bake them, or barbecue sauce on top. It doesn't matter. You can do, you know, I mean, it's totally open for your taste, whatever you want to do. All right, there we go. It's just regular tomato juice. I didn't add any seasoning to it. The peppers and the beef are going to season it, and that's it. It goes in the oven. Now listen, I got to tell you one thing. As far as stuffed peppers go, it doesn't get any better than this. I got to go. I got to eat.